This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. On this Cinco de Mayo in High Desert, Mojave River Valley sports and entertainment history, Asher Arvinger, Corey Flores, Trevor Huff among standouts at 2012 All-Star Game. 2014 Mavericks, JORDY LARA is named California League Player of the Month. Then sophomore Mikey Prieto drives in the tie-breaking run in the 10th as the Jackrabbits clinch the 2017 Desert Sky League title. 1 year later to the day, Mikey Prieto's score-tying extra-inning RBI as he ends 2018 DSL play with a league-high .474 batting average. High Desert Elite Team Captain Sam Howard, Wingback Orlando Ruiz, and Goalkeeper PEDNITO ZEQUEIDA assess the team entering 2019's Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Motivates us to keep giving our first win to our fans right here at our stadium.
High Desert Elite shoots for their first home field win the weekend of Cinco de Mayo. Video Sports speaks to elite leaders as they are coming off their first win, a 2-1 victory at ASLA in Downey.
Oh, it was huge. We've been knocking on the front door several games, as the home team or crowd has seen. We've been really close, but to get that first win was ginormous.
Just brought us up to our first win of the season, and it's just a big impact, just not for me, for the whole team. It motivates us to keep giving our first win to our fans right here at our stadium.
I think we're individually great. All the individuals on our team are fantastic, but finally to get that win, I think it brought us together, and I think the journey has been the greatest part so far.
The California League does not dock a player if his uniform is in need of repair. That's fortunate for High Desert Maverick first baseman JORDY LARA, the 22-year-old named California League Player of the Week for his offensive production the final week of April. In those 7 games, LARA hit .417 with 2 home runs, a triple, a double, 11 runs driven in, and 7 runs scored. LARA's second career grand slam came during that tear. This was a first-inning blast against the Quakes. LARA's strong start throughout the entire month of April, consistent with his career.
Tell us about how you get off to a good start.
I'll get a good start.
Keep it going. Congratulations on a great start.
Thank you.
The Victor Valley Jackrabbits rally for 6 in the 10th to defeat Silverado 8-2 and clinch the Desert Sky League championship. Mikey Prieto driving in Eric Olivares with the tie-breaking run in the 10th. Abdil Mejia was masterful on the mound for the Rabbits, showing excellent command of his breaking pitches, keeping Hawks hitters off balance all afternoon. The junior Jackrabbits co-captain works into the 10th and does not walk a hitter. Abdil Mejia strikes out 2. Abdil Mejia has walked only 3 hitters in 33 innings of work this season. He goes on to win his 4th game of the year, establishing a 1.27 ERA along the way. Rabbits 5-hitter Eric Olivares leads off the second with the double to left. Olivares sliding in ahead of the throw to second baseman Joshua Carlos. 3rd double of the year for the sophomore catcher, whose 3 hits on the day raise his batting average to .357. Mikey Prieto drives the ball to the gap in left center field. Eric Olivares scores his 2nd run of the game, 2-0 Victor Valley, midway through the 6th. Daniel Garcia rips the hard drive into the hole at short. Jake Sidenglance dives to knock it down, recovers, picks it up, and makes the throw on the money to catcher Eric Olivares, who tags the Hawks base runner, denying Silverado a game-winning run. We go to the 10th, still 2-2. Mikey Prieto comes through with his second clutch hit of the day. Hard shot into left. Eric Olivares scores for the third time, and Victorville takes the lead 3-2. Rabbits on second and third. The sharp ground ball to short should end the inning, but the third Silverado error of the game results instead in 2 more Victorville runs scored, and the Jackrabbits begin to really get the sense that their Cinco de Mayo celebration will include clinching the team's first Desert Sky League title since 2015. Eric Olivares' RBI single drives Jake Sidingglance home with the icing on the cake in the Rabbits' 6-run 10th. The final 8-2 Victorville. As for Mikey Prieto's Cinco de Mayo heroics, fast forward 1 year later to the day. Mikey Prieto drives in Aaron Feakin with the score-tying run, the sac fly to right, producing Mikey Prieto's team-high 19th RBI on the season. The junior center fielder finishes DSL play with a league-leading .474 batting average. These flashbacks presented by Bid Fast and Last. Bid Fast and Last has been conducting world-class auction service online long before social distancing. You can bid virtual live online on Bid Fast and Last auctions of estates, firearms, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, and vehicles. BidFastandLast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
On this date in high desert and Mojave River Valley sports history, Dennis Rabin feeds the masses in leading Mavericks to 2011 Palm Sunday win over Lancaster Jethawks. Other baseball highlights on this date favor the pitchers. Angel Trejo's final pitch in advice to high school players in his final home field start for the Victorville College Rams, this in 2019. Brendan Rodriguez duels Eric Neverett in Silverado versus Granite Hills 2019 Desert Sky League battle. Let's kickstart these flashbacks by kicking back to Maverick Stadium Palm Sunday 2011. Dennis Rabin led the Mavericks back into first place and helped feed the masses on Palm Sunday. The slugging first baseman pounded out 4 hits, 3 for extra bases, driving in 5 runs in the Mavericks' 15-8 win over Lancaster. Every fan in attendance received a coupon for 2 tacos from Jack in the Box. That happens anytime the Mavs score 12 runs or more at home. Daniel Carroll got it going for the Mavs with his first of 2 doubles on the day, leading off the first. Carroll has hit safely and scored in each of the Mavericks' 4 home games to open the campaign. Rabin's Super Sunday started in the first. His first of 2 doubles on the day drove in Carroll. That's future Astros All-Star Jose Altuve at second base. Denny Almonte's run-scoring single capped the 2-run first. The Mavs followed with 4 in the second, powered by Rabin's 3-run homer to deep right center. Almonte's second home run in 2 days added to the long ball assault. Almonte hiked his batting average to .318 with his second 3-hit day against Lancaster. It also ran Almonte's hitting streak to 5 games. Killian Sams went deep for the Mavs, giving the 24-year-old from the Netherlands 3 homers in 2 days. Rabin's 4-hit day moved his average to .327, leaving him with a team-high 12 RBIs. 10 of his 15 early season hits have come at the expense of Jethawks pitching. Franklin's 8th-inning triple drove in Jake Schlander. Franklin joins Carroll and Almonte as Mavericks hitting safely in each home game. Vinny Catricala collected 2 hits, including this triple, hiking his team-leading batting average to .386. The 22-year-old also revealed a mild ritual he and Mav's teammates are taking to keep the team on track.
I kind of got this mustache going right now. It's not very thick. It's kind of a lame mustache, to be honest with you.
Not Brian Wilson yet, huh?
No, we're playing pretty good right now, I'd say. So I'm gonna just keep it until things start going south. But hopefully that thing just gets ridiculously long.
Watch for player profiles and an interview with Wooly Bully on upcoming editions of Mavericks Roundup. Granite Hills sophomore Brynden Rodriguez pitches a complete game 3-hitter against Silverado for the Cougars' first Desert Sky League victory of the season.
Brynden, first of all, what did you like best about the way you and the Cougars performed today?
The thing I liked best today was mostly our defense. Our defense picked it up today. Our defense been a little down lately, and we picked it up today. Same with the bats. We haven't been swinging very well lately, so the bats picked it up and eventually got the W today.
Brynden Rodriguez leads the core of Cougars underclassmen with big games in the Triumph. The 6'1" sophomore strikes out 6 and does not allow an earned run. This DSL contest pits 2 of the outstanding underclassmen pitchers in the circuit. Silverado's Eric Neverett is a 5'10" junior. By day's end, the Hawks' workhorse will have 54 strikeouts in his 45 innings of work. Brynden Rodriguez sets the Hawks hitters down with his breaking pitch and benefits from the improved defensive play of his Cougars teammates. Freshman first baseman Connor Abadi 3-1 the putout here. Connor Abadi spears the line drive to end the Hawks' half of the 5th. Brynden Rodriguez, 6th K on the day. Cougars' first-year coach Clayton Simmons has his first Desert Sky League victory under his belt. The final score, Granite Hills Cougars 3, Silverado Hawks 1. On this date in High Desert and Mojave River Valley sports history, Matt Kelly pitches Bulldogs back into a tie for first in Mojave River League race. A pair of Squires. Big games on this date in college baseball. James Squire of Victor Valley College pitches Rams to 2014 victory over Syracuse. Barstow College All-State second baseman Caleb Squire powers Vikings to come from behind win over Victor Valley College on one very windy day in 2017. In competition, in other arenas, 2019, Apple Valley Unified School District girls display communication skills, and it's with Skills USA competition that we begin these flashbacks. Improving students' communications skills is a high priority in the Apple Valley Unified School District's mission to prepare every student for their future. One arena in which students display their ability to communicate effectively, Skills USA competition.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Flores, and I am part of the Apple Valley High School Skills USA chapter.
My name is CORINA TORRES, and I go to Apple Valley High School.
Hi, I'm DAISY DOMINGUEZ, and I am part of the Apple Valley Skills USA chapter. I am competing in community service.
These students volunteer as hospice care providers in an after-school program and compete in the Skills USA Community Service category.
Well, a typical day would be meet up after school in the van. We get there and we meet up in a conference room, and then we would get assigned patients, and we spend a maximum of an hour with the patient.
Helping the elderly smile and getting them through the days, and sometimes they don't want to be in the hospice facility, and so when they're there and they don't, they're all down, and so when we get there we bring a smile to their faces, and statistically shown, smiling can increase your lifetime, so it really impacts the community and the elderly.
What I enjoy most is interacting with the patients and getting to know them and their history. They're very interesting.
And then after we're done visiting with our patients that we have assigned, we will go back to the conference room where we will document everything that we did with our patients, all the activities that we did.
Well, since I do want to go into the medical field, it benefits me on having hands-on experience with patients and nurses, so I'm prepared for the future.
Hi, my name is Isaac Gonzalez. I compete in Skills USA.
Itzel Gonzalez competes in Skills USA baking. This is her 4th year in Skills USA. Last year, she advanced to state. In her leadership presentation, the Apple Valley senior tells she has Down syndrome.
I have Down syndrome. I work in really hard.
She has a part-time job.
I work at a restaurant. I work Mama Capino.
And reveals her future plans to attend college and eventually open her own bakery.
I want to go to college, open my own bakery.
Competing in Skills USA is just one ingredient in this outstanding student's recipe for preparing for her future.
I work really hard.
The Oak Hills Bulldogs beat Sultana 4-0 and climb back into a tie for first place in the Mojave River League race. Matt Kelly is at his best, throwing a 4-hit shutout in the pressure-packed must-win battle if the defending MRL champs hope to repeat. The 5'9", 190-pound senior strikes out 6 in throwing but 71 pitches in his complete game masterpiece.
Matt, did you feel some pressure out there today?
Coming into this game, I had a lot of pressure riding on my back, and I knew I had to execute my pitches and do what I could to keep us in it.
Julian Macias pulls the pitch down the line, and we let the junior shortstop describe what happens.
As soon as he got past the third baseman, they kept waving me. Went around second. I went around third. Coach started waving more. I was like, I'm just gonna go. So I slid in, dove the tag, touched the base. It was exciting. It was great. It was exciting.
Statistically, a single followed by a pair of Sultan throwing errors. In the enthusiastic exhilaration category, all the excitement of an inside-the-park home run and more than enough run support for Matt Kelly.
Victor Valley College freshman James Squire pitches the Rams to a 6-2 victory over Siracoso. For the former Sultana hurler, 12 strikeouts on the day, his high for the season.
It feels good, you know, like being able to execute for the most part, hit your spots, you know, get the outs when the team needs them the most. So it's like, it feels really good to be able to do that for the team.
Connor Garrison drives in Corey Brooks and Richard Galan with this 2-run single in the 6th. For the sophomore out of Washington's Cedro Woolley High School, RBIs 15 and 16 on the year.
Connor, very productive day today, and early on you were hitting 2 in the lineup. Now they've got you back to 3, and RBI opportunities.
Yeah, a little bit more, a couple more guys on base in that situation. You know, we got that 2-hole guy moving guys over, getting them back into scoring position, and then, you know, luckily I've been coming up and getting the balls to hit.
Connor Garrison drives in 3 runs on the day, following a 5 RBI performance 3 days earlier against Siracoso in Ridgecrest. It would be Squire getting the early shower, compliments of fellow starting pitcher Adolfo Espinoza.
Caleb Squire drives in 3 runs, scores 4 runs, and collects 3 hits, including this booming home run over the right field wall at Dale Fry's Field to lead Barstow College to a come-from-behind victory over Victor Valley College. Caleb Squire's homer, his 3rd of the season, comes in the 6th and breaks the game open. The visiting Rams score 5 runs in the 1st, capped by Caleb Longfellow's 2-run single with 2 outs. Victor Valley College sends 11 hitters to the plate in the 1st, but leaves the bases loaded when the side is retired. The Rams will go on to strand 15 base runners on the day. Mitch Hulse drives in Nathan Cottrell with the go-ahead run. This is in the 3rd. The 2 teams combine for 32 hits in what was expected to be a high-scoring contest between 2 of the top hitting teams in the state. Caleb Squire's 3 hits on the day raise his batting average to a team-high 380. The sophomore second baseman's 32 RBIs also tops on the Vikings. Coach Brian King's Vikings are hitting .307 as a team. This date in High Desert sports history, Granite Hill's amazing ALOZIE sisters score and 2012 CIF playoffs. First home field goal in High Desert Elite history, the year 2019. Baseball rivalries, Victor Valley Jackrabbits, Silverado Hawks, 2011. Barstow College, Victor Valley College, Vikings come from behind walk-off win in 2018. This day in seasons past begins with Granite Hill's Cassandra and Michelle ALOZIE goals. The sisters ALOZIE provided the scoring, and Granite Hill's girls soccer team held off unranked St. Joseph Santa Maria in opening round CIF action. Senior Cassandra ALOZIE shredded the net with a laser from 35 yards out to break a 1-1 tie midway through the second half.
I don't know, I just got the ball and everybody was calling for it, but I just saw that open lane and I knew that, we're tied 1-1 and it's like the first round I knew we had to get on. So I just hit it and far post right in the corner, and I was just like, it went in.
Younger sister Michelle, a freshman, put the Lady Cougars on the board at the 28-minute mark of the first half. A simply breathtaking play. The crossover, then with the left leg between a pair of Knights defenders.
Tell me, how important is it for, especially in CIF postseason, to get that first goal?
It's really important because you really need to come out quickly and hard and make sure you shut down the team with that first goal to show them that you're not playing around or that you're serious and you want to win.
Fast forward 4 years to 2015.
I'm attending Yale, so that's really cool. And I just finished my first semester and I just came back.
What were some things that you look back at your Granite Hills High School experience and say, these things did help me prepare for my next step, which is now your first year in college?
Probably definitely the AP classes here. I've heard from a lot of teachers here that we have one of the best AP programs in the Hdsr. So I took so many AP classes, and then going to college and having those classes, the beginning part, it's kind of like the AP curriculum and stuff like that. And I used a lot of my AP notes and stuff from high school, and that helped me in college. So definitely the AP courses here helped me.
High Desert Elite shoots for their first home field win the weekend of Cinco de Mayo. Video Sports speaks to elite leaders as they are coming off their first win, a 2-1 victory at ASLA in Downey.
Oh, it was huge. We've been knocking on the front door several games, as the home team or crowd has seen. We've been really close, but to get that first win was ginormous.
Just brought us up to our first win of the season, and it's just a big impact, just not for me, for the whole team. It motivates us to keep giving our first win to our fans right here at our stadium.
I think we're individually great. All the individuals on our team are fantastic, but finally to get that win, I think it brought us together, and I think the journey has been the greatest part so far.
Start time is 5 o'clock Saturday, May 4th, aiming for a Cinco de Mayo weekend win.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
6 of the 9 remaining games in the High Desert Elite inaugural year's schedule are home games at Adelanto Stadium. It was a windy and wild Wednesday afternoon in mid-April when the Victor Valley Jackrabbits and Silverado Hawks played their second of 3 DSL matchups. Pitchers from both sides found it hard to find the plate. Jackrabbits starter Blake Hagee's wild pitch, enabling Henry Dominguez to score in the second. Hagee settled in then and struck out the side, enabling the Jackrabbits to hold on to their 3-2 lead early. The home team Jackrabbits followed their 3-run first with 4 more in the second, but had to continue to hold off the stubborn Hawks. Michael Martinez drives home fellow junior Justin Steenerson to open the Rabbits scoring in the second. Steenerson would later homer. Martinez 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of runs scored and 3 RBIs. Martinez comes home on Daniel Burgum's deep double that bounces off the fence one of two doubles for the 5'11", 160-pound Burgum, who's a Rabbits co-captain. Each run would prove a factor as the Rabbits go on to win 13-11. The two teams collide 2 days later on the Hawks' home field. Victor Valley is 3-2 in league going in. Silverado 1-4. This Friday the 13th Barstow College versus Victor Valley Rams confrontation lives up to its rivalry expectations. The Vikings with an extra inning walk-off win 3 days after the Rams rallied for a walk-off victory in Victorville. Is there in fact a rivalry between these two cross-desert community college teams?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, just with being so close, guys knowing each other on the team, and you know, it's just that close town thing. You just want to beat them, so you have that edge up on them.
Judah Wilbur sends Mitchell Holtz across with the first run of the ball game. The fly ball to right mishandled. Judah Wilbur winds up at second. The Vikings' leading hitter, a freshman out of Denver, Colorado. 2 more runs score on Jamie Solis' 2-out base hit up the middle. Lucky Martinez and Judah Wilbur scoring, and the Vikings are out to a 3-0 lead. The Rams tie the score in the second on Mark Cobian's 3-run home run. Alfred Lopez and Jared Hudson scoring ahead of the Victor Valley freshman out of Cathedral. Score is tied at 3 heading into the bottom of the second. The Vikings strike for 3 more in the second. Lucky Martinez driving in Jay Siebel. Lucky Martinez, the sophomore and former Barstow Aztec. Judah Wilbur finds the alley in right center field. Mitchell Holtz scores. 3 hits on the day for Judah Wilbur, hiking his 3rd best in the conference batting average to .383. At the end of 2, Barstow College has mounted a 6-3 lead. Victor Valley College scores the game's next 2 runs, scoring twice without the benefit of hitting the ball. But speaking of hits, the Rams out-hit the home team Vikings 14 hits to 11. Manny Sierra at the plate. The Rams catcher lifts the run-scoring pop-up into short right. Alfred Lopez crosses the plate, and the game is tied at 6. The Rams take the lead when Jared Hudson's infield grounder scores Justin Henry. The visitors go on top, 7-6 in the 7th. Jared Hudson, the hero of the Rams' 10-9 come-from-behind walk-off win 3 days earlier. The Yucca Valley sophomore's 3-run home run, the game winner. The Vikings tie the score with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Jamie Solis coming through in the clutch, the infield base hit. Judah Wilbur scores. Run driven in number 3 on the day for the sophomore out of Las Vegas High School. We go to extra innings. The game-winning play almost anticlimactic. Bases loaded in the 10th. Tanner Wickham takes one for the team and the win. This date in High Desert sports history brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes and sporting events.